Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure to subscribe so you have a chance to win. I got 12 orders going out today and a couple of negative things to discuss as far as the store, as far as my eBay store. And I don't think enough resellers put that part in their videos, usually because it's a hassle, or, it's always the breakage and the returns and all those kinds of things. People just don't want to talk about it, or I think some actually want to make you believe that those things don't exist, but they do. For me, they're rare, but I have a couple to discuss as we go into the video. Do have a special guest in the garage today. Say hello, Blackbeard. And then I do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TCG player orders going out today. This is not how you want them to look. I mean, not as far as packing, but for the 5 orders, I think this is around $10 in profit. So not great. This one right here was a 30 card order. That one I didn't mind as much as, I don't remember which one, but one of them that had 10 cards in it. The one with 10 cards, every single card was from a separate set. It took me 5 times as long as to pull the 30 card order, which was from all the same set, which is very easy. You could just pull out a chunk, they're in alphabetical order, your list is in alphabetical order. Actually not that bad, but when it's 1 card per set, that's a big old pain in the butt for very little money. First thing going out is this book set that I had sitting around on my own bookshelf and said, why are you holding on to this? Do I need books as decoration? I'm not at that point in my life. I think that's a cool thing. I do like mantles with like old books on them, or a library in your office area that with older books, even if you're never going to read them. I think it's a cool aesthetic. I like it, but I like money better. And I did accept a, not low offer, but I accepted an offer. Let's put it that way. $45 free shipping. That will go media mail. And I did have a question. It was actually the winner of the last subscriber giveaway. Their comment that was the winning comment. They asked, do I always do free shipping on everything? And no, I discussed it in last video, but I think it's really pertinent for me to clarify why and when I do it. Media mail, always, because the price of the shipping never changes. So you see how much it's gonna cost you to ship it, you bake that into the price, you make it free shipping. You are aware ahead of time how much it's going to cost you, no matter if it goes to Alaska, Hawaii, Florida, doesn't matter. And free shipping, even though it, to me, is stupid, not the using free shipping, but the fact that it does entice buyers. The human psyche and the human mind are enigmas, whatever. The same thing with like .99 on all my prices. It's been proven that that's a thing that works. That's why I do it. The under a pound ones, I do those free shipping because the difference in the shipping, if I ship it to my neighbor or if I ship it to, again, California, Hawaii, the difference in that price of shipping is within my acceptable range of profit margin. If it entices someone who lives a little further away to buy the item, that's what I want. I want to sell the items. If I got to take a little less money to sell it to somebody who lives a little further away, I'm willing to do that, and I'm able to do that on items where the shipping is not extreme. You get into the bigger packages, those swings are too big. That's why I cut it off at the 1 pound. Next thing going out, B1B is a pair of New Balance shoes, and I called it. This is just going to be a thing that I move around and complain about. Take care of it, Drew. Do something with it. New Balance. These ones right here. I've gotten a lot of shoes lately, so I'm not really sure, but I think I got these at a garage sale and I paid $3. It's going to be less than $5 no matter where I got them for, but I think I remember which garage sale, and I got all the shoes there for $3 each. But actually, one of the pair of boots I got at that sale, I went to list the day before yesterday, and they have a hole in them. So I'm out $3 on that, but I recouped it already. $28 free shipping on these. And that's why these are free shipping, because they're under a pound. And I will just throw these as is, like this, in a poly bag, even though there's a note from the buyer who's a drop shipper. Hello, really looking forward to these shoes in such great condition. Thanks in advance for packing them well for transit so that they arrive safely. Please let me know when the package ships out. Thanks again. it could possibly not be a drop shipper, but that's the vibe I got. The reason is because why would you ask me to pack these safely? What could possibly happen to these shoes? What? It's not like they're, you know, these are a bad example because they're already used, but like something like this, if the toes are bent and things like that, the buyer of that type of shoe is not going to enjoy that. Whereas these are cloth. There's literally nothing that could happen. Next up, B5A23. B5A. Ooh, this one's almost empty. 23. And the only other one in it is also a B5A23. That's great. I'm going to move that into a different basket today. That'll be the first wig basket eliminated. I like it. For that wig, $14.99 free shipping. And a glitch that eBay has sometimes that it's not the worst thing in the world, but it annoys me to no end, is when it says you have an available offer to send out. It says no buyers available to send this offer to. So it just blocks you from sending an offer. But then it still stays in your pending send offers area. I just had a little panic attack, thought my camera was broken. I'm just a dummy. And I had my phone cord plugged in, but I had my batteries in the charger. They don't charge if you don't have them plugged in. Luckily, just dead batteries. So what I did is I packed up the stuff I had pulled already, and then I also pulled a Kenwood KXW595 cassette deck, and I packed that up. $26.99 plus shipping on that. And before the camera gave me a scare, I was talking about sending offers. eBay has added a feature to the app that has been on the PC version, computer version of eBay, I think forever. As long as I've been on eBay, it's been there. It's about time. All functionality on the computer should be on the phone if it's possible, which this one, super easy. You can now send offers in bulk by percentage or by dollar amount off. Just so much easier. It's always been on the computer. It's just, you know, you just click, you got 25 available, click one button, send a 10% offer, a 20%, 5%, whatever it is, to all of them. Saves you time. I'm not a coder. I don't know how hard it was to add that to the app, but it seems pretty easy. I've been trying to mull around in my head when I finally do a live. Okay, Drew, you're gonna do a live, sure. When I finally do it, I was like, okay, well, I need a talking point to not just turn on a camera and hope people show up. I gotta have something to talk about. And I kind of want to do a live continuous series like Fix eBay. Like, what are the easy things they could do? What are the things that drive you crazy? All that kind of stuff. I want to do that. And one of them is just add the functionality from the PC version to the phone. Simple. It doesn't have to be everything, but stuff people use would make sense. There's always been a push from eBay to try to make more money, but they do it through moronic ways. Fees is a, you know, whatever. It's easy. All they gotta do is add a percentage and there you go. They make more money. As a business, it makes sense, but as a user of that business, I hate it. And then they try all these programs with all the graded stuff. I called that from the beginning that was gonna be an epic failure because it was during a boom in the everything market. Every category was up. Oh yeah, we'll cash in at the top of the market. Dummies. Just dummies. So yes, now if you didn't know, you can send offers in bulk from your phone. It's great. I love it. I've used it every day since it's been available. Next thing going out, B4 is a Sirocco mid-century modern plastic. I want to say this one's plastic. Yeah, it's plastic. Wall hanging. And I have, speaking of send offers, I have sent more offers on this item than any item I've ever had in my store, which means people are looking at it at a high rate, because that's how you get to send offers. Somebody either views the item or they view a similar item. There's some metrics to figure out how you get to send somebody an offer. Watchers, that's usually a big one, is you get to send offers to watchers, but there are other ways that you get to send out offers. That one, 10 times a week I send out an offer on it. I've had it for sale since last summer, and I had a few others. All the others sold. In the owls used to do really good too, but the mushrooms in these mid-century modern style plastic wall hangings, probably the ceramic ones too, but I'm not positive on that. $26.99 plus shipping on that one. Ton of money in shipping. So that could be it. Maybe I had an error when I was calculating shipping originally, or the dimensions in some way. I don't know. Next up, B4 is a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses. And I think it's these in here. Yes, it is. This case is not for them. It was just to help protect them. I went through my listings recently, these Ray-Bans right here. They did have somewhere they had like a little bit of damage, but not anything extreme. I got these in a Mikhail mystery box, so I paid less than $1, and I got $62.99 free shipping. But I recently went through my listings and went from most expensive down. I'm doing like 25 a day just to keep it simple, not overwhelm myself, trying to do it all at once. And I'm just repricing stuff. Anything that I've done in the last 6 months, I skip, because obviously that shouldn't have changed that much. Everything older than that, I'm checking the price on and repricing. And some stuff was off by a lot. Sometimes markets change. Sometimes people add listings and then for some reason, instead of just matching price or going like 1% lower, they go like $50 lower. Those people are the worst, because make yours the cheapest if you want, but why would you undercut yourself by tens of dollars? Undercut by $1. It just doesn't make any sense. As I was going through, I went to price check those, and mine were not showing up. They were just missing. And I'm not going to say like, oh, it's a eBay glitch, oh, eBay's hiding my listings. I think eBay just has rolling blackouts. It's a big system. There's a lot of parts working simultaneously, a lot of stuff they're tinkering with on a regular basis. I think sometimes glitches just work their way through, and that item probably would have shown back up. But I said, I don't know how long this thing's been buried. So I repriced it. I actually ended and sold similar just to make sure, because it had a high sell-through rate, price was good. This item should have sold 6 months ago. It just didn't. Either way, it sold now after I did all that within a couple hours. So I might have chopped off too much from the price, but I don't care. $1 into $63 is awesome. Next up, C5 is a pair of Keens. Actually, I think I relocated those to here. Nope. Just trust your category system, Drew. Just go to where you said it was. Maybe check there first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and they're exactly where you said they were, you ding-a-ling. For these pair of Keens, these are children's, youth size 1, $12 plus shipping. And those, don't know. No clue. No clue. Next up, we got a repeat buyer. It is a lot of 4 vintage trucker hats over here. And my shelves are looking a bit disheveled. I need to do just a little cleanup. But these 4 hats right here are going out to my friend Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. And Noah, if you're watching, what's up, buddy? Hi, Noah. For the 4 of those, $24.99 free shipping. She's a big fan of the trucker hats. And I don't know if I sent you a magnet or a sticker last time. Let's go with a magnet. All right, next up. Hate it. E2 is, got another sale. E2 is a pair of Carhartt jeans. And I said I hate it just because there's a basket sitting on top and I got to move stuff. Like I said, I need to clean in here, but you know, that's not on top of the list of things to do. E2, that's E6. E4. There we go. E2. Carhartt jeans already packed up. That's great because I am behind it a little bit now. And for those, I got them at Salvation Army. So either, what is it for jeans there? $3.99, maybe $4.99, but maybe on a half off day. So somewhere in that range, the $2.50 to $5 range. $31.49 plus shipping. Had those sitting on my shelf over there for months and months and months and months because I hate listing clothes. And then what do? Go buy some big old coats, which as I was editing the haul video, I won't dive into it because this video is going to be long enough anyways. As I was editing the last haul video, I was kind of randomly looking stuff up that I was pulling out, kind of like you guys do at home. I mean, this one right here, I think that's like $100 doll. And then the one coat, $40, so not great because I paid around $20 for it. And then the other one, super rare. I could only find 4 solds from that company ever. The cheapest one sold for $85. So right there, I'm gonna shoot for like $125. I'm happy with that purchase. It could sell tomorrow, somebody's got a safe search, but it's also could be a super long tail item that takes 2 years to sell. but I'm still happy with what I bought. Next up, it's a book. It's a oh, geez. See what I mean? I've let my life fall apart over here. Oh, and it's not even over here. It's over here. Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary, 2nd edition, $22.49, free shipping, of course, media mail. And then I will pull everything else, but that's everything that has to go out today. So I'm gonna pause here, pack all this up, run to the post office, come back, and film the rest of the video. All right, everything packed up, off to the post office. First one of the issues I mentioned before that I said I would remember to talk about, and I actually remembered. These generator interlock kits that had been selling pretty good for me, there's a problem. They are basically a couple plates of metal, like a template, some instructions, and a pack of hardware, some screws, a couple bolts. They're pretty specific to this. It's the important part. It appears that they have been pillaged from all of them except for a couple. I think these are Amazon returns. So what I would guess is that they were purchased online, someone took the hardware and then returned them. The other option is because they are beat up, that maybe the hardware fell out of these. I'm guessing more the nefarious one where they were taken out. I sent out one. There was no complaints. I'm assuming that one went fine. Then I had that buyer that bought 2 of them. I sent out the first one. They purchased the second one. They said, hey, this didn't come with any hardware. That's how I found out. I checked and found the next one I was sending out to them did have the hardware. And then out of these 4, I found one more pack of the screws and bolts. And so I said, sorry about that. I'll throw it in with the next one, the second one I'm sending you. But I had sold another one. And so I ended up having to message the buyer. I said, if you give me some time, it was this weekend. I said, Monday morning, I'll go to the hardware store, see if I can find some replacements, that kind of thing. I may go through the process of ordering them. I found them on eBay. I can get a 10-pack for around $8 for just the very specific ones, the ones you can see in the picture. I don't know if I'm going to go through all that. I made my money back, plus made some money. I might just call this a wash and say, it is what it is type of thing. I considered listing them as is without the hardware and saying, you know, that this is 4 of these, no hardware included, and take any amount of money I can get. I might try that, but I don't think it'll sell. That's the problem. Without the hardware that's specific to these, I doubt it's going to sell, period. I might just take the little profits I got, just call it good, and move on with my day. It was not the best because I paid a few bucks a piece for these. I don't remember exactly how much, but I didn't get them for free. And then, of course, I have a buyer that I had to cancel an order on. They're not happy. They had to wait till the next, it was like 2 days after they bought it, and then they had to, of course, buy another one somewhere else. Delays their shipping. I'm just glad I caught it before that next one went out, or I didn't catch it. The buyer had caught it before that next one went out, because then that would have been a bigger problem, would have cost me money. I wouldn't have even taken a return. I just would have refunded him the money and said, okay, sorry about that. So that's a bummer. There is downsides to the reselling. Next one, actually, let's go ahead and break up the negativity with some money. So next thing going out, B3A is an Olympus manual right here for an Olympus Stylus Zoom 140. This was in with an Olympus camera, but this is not the manual to the camera that it was with. So I sold the camera, and then while I was at it, I said, let me just go ahead and list this. It's a pretty good camera. I'll probably make some money. $8 free shipping. That will go media mail. I'm almost 100% positive that you can send manuals media mail, but is it considered advertising because it has the name of the brand on it? I don't think so, right? Because there's no pricing in it. I don't know. It's going media mail. Because if they open it up, they're going to go, oh, this is a book. So I think I'm right, but if I'm wrong, I'm still not going to do the research to find out. I'm very against the people that use media mail as a scam, where they'll send, like, this media mail. Those people drive me crazy, but that appears to me, I'm not going to go any further research. That's media mail. And then next up, B6 is size 8 Timberland boots, some ladies' boots. And these look almost new. They actually look new, but they are not. There was a small scuff or something on one of them, but almost almost new. I got these this summer. I paid $10 for them. I just got $62.99 plus shipping in a 10% off sale. So boots out of season, that's awesome. I thought it was gonna be another 3 months before somebody bought those. And then the other not so great thing is these very cool Fire King teardrop bowls got returned because eBay's system is stupid. It cost me a little bit more money than it should have, to use proper English. But you'll see on the bottom here, it's not a crack, it's like a scratch. And then here, there is a chip. This one, perfect. But all that damage was clearly pictured and described in the description. People don't read descriptions. I'll die on that hill. I saw a video of somebody trying to say that the new eBay AI description tool is actually useful. People don't read descriptions. I don't care. People don't read them. And it's stupid. So I also disagree on both fronts. But they got it and then opened up a return saying it was damaged in shipping. They had zero feedback. I don't care if an account has zero feedback. Sometimes people just open a new account. It's no more risky than someone who's got 1,000 feedback. I don't see any difference. I sold recently that cooler basket thing for 75 bucks, shipping to California, LA, California, and that was a zero feedback account. No issues, positive feedback. This buyer, though, didn't do their due diligence, and she was apologetic. She said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, blah, 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 blah. So that's fine. Go ahead and return it. But because she opened up the return as damaged, I couldn't charge her for the return shipping, which at some point, I don't want to go on a whole nother tangent, but at some point, eBay created a return policy in my business policies that I didn't make and has been auto putting that in as my return policy on all my listings. And even though I'll select, like, this is my primary return option, simply goes to the other one. Unless I physically change it, it doesn't auto to the one I want. And then the ones that are in the one that eBay created, I did not create, it will not let me switch it to my other return policy. So I think there's some hinkiness going on there, but I can't do anything about it, so I won't do anything about it. So what I did is I said, yeah, go ahead and return it. Packed it up like it was a shoe. I mean, I think she was trying, but when I picked it up, I could hear it shaking around inside, and it came back perfectly fine. I could go over the top packing this thing up and it still might break, but when it's going the other way, they just chuck it in a box and it makes it to me fine. I go above and beyond, still sometimes something happens. Somebody else just throws it in a poly bag and it's fine. But what I ended up doing is, or how it ended up being okay on my end, is because when I did get the return, I didn't refund the initial shipping charge that they paid. The return label, I got an eBay discount. It charged them without an eBay discount when they originally purchased it, so it was a wash. Basically, close enough for me to not cry about it. It was definitely disappointing because this was a $135 order. That's not nothing. It was also a commission order for my dad, so he was also, I called him right away. I said, hey, just, you know, that money I said I was going to give you, I'm not giving you. He said, well, what do we do? I said, we accept the return. It is what it is. I don't care how you set up your store. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you go about it. If someone wants to return something, they're going to return something. The only thing you have control of is how you handle that as the seller and how you handle that in your mind. Keep yourself calm. Repeat to yourself, it is what it is. I say it all the time because if you don't get that kind of mindset for returns and breaks and just other things that are going to happen, you will drive yourself crazy. And then that order that came in just last minute, B6, is a poster. It is a Smokey the Bear, Don't Light Up the Night. I remember specifically on this one. Can't see if I can roll it out. And it's laminated, which kind of gave me a little bit of a leg up on the other listings. But I have sold this specific one 3 times. But look out for those Classroom Smokey the Bear posters. I, at this point, have sold probably 20 of those. I got a bunch of them in one bundle one time, and then I've found 1 or 2 here or there since then. For that one, $20.99 free shipping in a 10% off sale, but they sell great. Some of them are worth awesome money. Like that's towards the low end. There are some that are even a little lower. The mushrooms one, I think that's $50+. Keep an eye out. And of course, condition matters. That's why laminated, no tack holes. I was able to charge a little bit of a premium that probably got eaten up in my 10% sale, but I don't care. I paid, actually, those I got ripped off on because I bought them in a big bundle of posters and classroom display posters and stuff like that, and I paid $8 for all of them, so I made money because I sold 2 posters. Everything else in the box was damaged. I ended up throwing away all of it. Made some money, was still upset. And then also, very cool, and a huge thank you to Annette Gafford and Becky Adams, who both purchase Tip of the Mitt Flips merch bundles, which is 2 stickers, a magnet, and a Tip of the Mitt Flips pin. Becky, yours will go out today. Annette, I messaged you. If you could message me back with your address, I'll send yours out as well. But that's the second step of the process, is I kind of need your address. But Annette, Becky, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you buying the merch bundle. There are only 4 of them left. If anybody is interested, go to the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. And that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let go. I'm good at this.